Am I the asshole for not feeling a shred of guilt whenever I out my husband's ex-wife? Story time. I live in a very conservative town in Texas where the Southern Baptist Church is the most powerful organization due to sheer number of congregations and congregates. My husband's ex-wife is a hometown girl who was born and raised here. Her dad is a church elder at one of the biggest churches in our area, pretty close to a mega church, but we aren't quite big enough population-wise to cross that threshold. She leads one of the single moms support groups at that church and is the school counselor at a local school, as well as being a licensed LPC. Sounds like a great person, right? I know a lot of people think she is just so nice. We were able to get custody of my stepson because her father held him down on a family vacation and was punching him because he didn't want to unload the entire family's luggage by himself. Guests at the hotel called the cops. He reached out to us, begging us to come get him because he was terrified. Our lawyer told us not to go because we would be charged with kidnapping across state lines. As soon as they got back to Texas, she dropped him off and kept their daughter for the rest of spring break. We got a restraining order against Grandpa and full custody of my stepson. Come to find out, he had been cutting himself for 2 years and was suicidal when we got him, and she knew it but had him hide it from us. When he moved in, I was helping him unpack and realized that she had not bought him clothes in 2 years. He was a men's medium and was wearing kids large. I had been asking why his clothes were all too little but kept getting brushed aside, especially since she was getting $2,000 a month for child support and lives for free in one of the houses her parents own. Now I knew. We bought him a new wardrobe, and of course Grandpa is still a church elder, with no consequences. A few months after he moved in, we found out that she had told the kids that her new boyfriend had gone to jail for drugs for 15 years. We were extremely concerned about this, as he was frequently around the kids and spends the night at her house while the kids are there. My husband reached out to her asking for information. He clarified he didn't care about her personal life, but would she please let him know the name of the man and the nature of the charges. She refused to respond for weeks and finally just said she prioritizes the safety of the kids and no other information. In June, we discovered he is actually a registered sex offender for a first-degree felony for aggravated sexual assault and was sentenced to 35 years for committing violent rape. He had just been paroled after serving 18 years and had only been free a few months before they met, and he was introduced to the kids. Needless to say, we took her right back to court. She does not see my stepson. He hasn't been to her house in almost a year, and she refuses to come see him, and has told him things like, he's trying to destroy her relationship, and he's destroying their family and ruining his sister's life. She's constantly telling my stepdaughter that we're lying about everything to try to make life hard for her, and that the whole thing about the BF going to prison for rape is a lie. The kids are teenagers, and we showed them the state sex offender registry because we knew she would try to manipulate my stepdaughter into agreeing to be around the rapist. Now, every time someone in town tells me about how nice she is, I just say things like, no, she's not. She's a manipulative liar who repeatedly exposed her kids to a rapist. Another time, the school nurse asked me how my stepson was doing. I told her he's doing great. He's had a lot of therapy. Then she realized I wasn't his bio mom and apologized, saying she shouldn't have asked me. I told her point blank that Mom wouldn't know how he's doing. She lost custody of him a year ago and is about to lose custody of her daughter too. We were still in the legal battle. I'm worried that I should just keep my mouth shut. But the rage I feel every time I encounter someone who thinks she's this wonderful Christian woman is indescribable. My husband thinks I shouldn't say anything because it is making me look bad and making her look like the victim. Am I the asshole because I can't keep my mouth shut? Side note. We won the custody battle last summer. We never talk about this in front of the kids. I had the conversation with the school nurse last year. And I do think the ones suggesting therapy are right. I get so angry every time she does something to hurt the kids. I can't sleep for days. Anytime the kids come to me for help, I'm so deeply affected I can't think about anything else. The anger I'm feeling is not healthy. So guys, what do you think? Please let me know your thoughts.